All right, you guys, I've set this up so that I can draw what I think will be about an 8-inch circle. I think that's a good size for what we're doing because you can scan it, you can do that. So I've put a small piece of illustration board underneath my tracing paper, taped that down so I'm not poking a hole in my light table, and I just draw this circle. You know, pretty self-explanatory and simple, right? How many degrees in a circle? There's 360 degrees in a circle. If you take that 360 degrees and divide it by 12, which is how many color things that we need, you come out to 30. So 30 degrees marked on here will give us a point that right down the center of our triangle that we're making. Okay, so now I'm taking this and I'm just going to draw a line here across what would be 180 degrees. I'm gonna come down here. I'm gonna use my triangle so that I can go and measure up from there. Let me get rid of that ruler. I can come straight up from there and let me make sure that's where my point was. Yep. So now I can come straight up and I can make this so that I've got a 90-degree vertical. Just continue this line on down. So looking at this, you can see we've got lines drawn at 12 o'clock to 6, 9 to 3. So it's just like a clock. We're going to be coming right down the center on all of these things. So now I'm going to take my protractor, put that right where the compass center was, line that up. So here I am at 90 degrees and at 180. Perfect, okay? So there we go. I can come here and I can go 30 degrees and 30 degrees. Just come over here, 10, 20, 30. 10, 20, 30. And 10, 20, 30 again. So there, we've got lines marked off at every 30 degrees. If I pull that line right through the center, it's going to give me right down to the other half as well. So I'm coming right down here. Over here. And I'm going to continue that for every single one of these. Let me make sure I'm in the right spot. Okay, so I know it's a little tedious and no one said there was going to be math, but this is the way that we have to do this. It's precise, but it's all what I think is kind of mystical math. The circle is an amazing thing. Okay, so now we have this line here. What I was saying about the circle, I've read some really interesting stuff and the relationships between a circle and the number 9, which I find that stuff like that to me is kind of magic kind of mathematics. I hated mathematics. I struggled with it. But this makes sense. Okay, 360 degrees. 360. 3 plus 6, 9. 90 degrees, 180 degrees, 45 degrees, all the same thing. 9 plus 0, 9. 1 plus 8 plus 0, 9. 4 plus 5, 9. Everything adds up to 9. It's really kind of cool. Okay, once I've done this, and you'll remember I showed you how to draw a triangle. I drew this one first with the diamond and the small. Then I had that one already cut out of another piece of paper, so I made that into a template right here. I can take this, which is marked at the top of this circle, and right at that point, we can do it. Let's do this. Let's go right down the center, right to that line from the top, and there's our first shape. The center is coming right down the center of this line. I go to the next one over. Next one. And each one repeats the same way until I have my entire design laid out on this wheel. And you can see how that's going. So we know that there's going to be a diamond in the center here, which we'll take off of the template. But here's our entire shape, all the way around, evenly spaced in between. It's nice and clean and perfectly laid out.